Welcome to another episode of Let's Get Spooky with Brit. Tonight we're exploring what some call the real corpse bride. Tucked away in the quiet little town of Barnesville, Georgia, stands a southern mansion with secrets sealed behind its brick walls and shuttered windows. You won't find it on any haunted tour brochure. And yet, the locals know. The ones who grew up hearing the cries at night, the ones who dared walk past it under the full moon, they know. This is the story of Lucy Powell, a beautiful young bride, whose wedding day never came, and whose sorrow still echoes in the attic of the old Powell home. So grab your flashlight, pour some sweet tea, if you dare, and let's get spooky. The Powell Mansion was once the pride of Barnesville, built in the mid-1800s by one of the town's wealthiest families. Grand columns, lush gardens, and the kind of southern charm that made it the centerpiece of high society. And at the heart of that home was Lucy Powell, the family's only daughter. They say she was delicate and striking, with porcelain skin and chestnut curls that fell like ribbon down her back. Lucy was promised to a man from Macon. The match was arranged, a union of power and property. But Lucy's heart belonged to someone else. Elijah, a local boy, kind but poor, and not nearly good enough in her father's eyes. As the wedding day approached, Lucy grew pale. Her smiles vanished. Some say they heard her arguing with her father late at night. Others swear they saw her standing alone in the attic window, weeping into the darkness. The night before her wedding, Lucy disappeared. Her family searched the town. They questioned Elijah. Days passed. Then, on the third morning, one of the servants finally broke down and confessed. They had seen Lucy go up into the attic that night, and never come back down. When they forced open the attic door, there she was, collapsed in the corner, still dressed in white. Her wedding gown now yellowed and stained with dust. Her eyes closed. Her lips blue. To this day, it's unclear what happened. Did she take her own life in despair? Or was she locked away by her father, silenced by shame? Brit, whispering voiceover, and that's when the whispers began. Locals started hearing the sobbing of a woman from the attic window. Late at night, always just past midnight, some say the smell of rosewater fills the air before the crying starts, the perfume Lucy wore on her last day. Teenagers who dared to knock on the old front door swore they saw a pale figure upstairs, watching. And every April 13th, what would have been her wedding anniversary, neighbors say you can see a single candle flicker in the attic window. And Lucy, pacing back and forth, waiting for her love to return. The Powell Mansion still stands in Barnesville, though it remains private property. But if you drive slow past the edge of town on a spring night, roll your windows down, and if the air suddenly turns cold, and you hear the faint sound of sobbing just beyond the trees, don't look up. Because Lucy's still waiting. Thanks for joining me for another ghostly tale from the heart of Georgia. If you love haunted history, cursed southern lore, and spirits who just can't rest, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you don't miss what's creeping up next. Until next time, keep your lights low, your crystals close, and let's get spooky.